always win, and then tweeted again, fire sale. That same day, he sold 3 times for over $1 million. The next day, while tweeting about an all-time high, he said, I feel bad for everyone who sold again. His next tweet, I feel bad for everyone who sold. And then this, well, I'm holding. That same day, he sold 3 times again for over $500,000.
That's why it's that simple. Yeah, it's not complicated at all. It blows my mind how people like this are even popular. The guy is probably relatively entertaining, and there's a lot of people that look like him and think like him that watch him. Like, that's why. It's the same thing as a lot of other people. There's a lot of people that are popular. Like, it's just, that's all there is. What a fucking scumbag. Well, no, it's just, listen, if you are investing your money in a cryptocurrency that's being promoted by a YouTuber, look, I'm not going to say you deserve to lose your money, but I'm certainly going to say that I don't give a shit if you do. You shouldn't have done it. Like, you're throwing your money. You're just being a moron. Like, you shouldn't do this. Like, everybody, like any reasonable person would know this is a bad decision, but you do it anyway. Yeah, it's just, it's dumb.
You sell $500,000 of SafeMoon right after you say, well, I'm holding. The reason is obvious. He wanted the price to be as high as possible when he sold. And once Ben Phillips started making millions of dollars in such a short period of time, what does he do with that money? He starts spending it on stupid luxury items and bragging. For example, on May 21st...
And that's what's going to increase. Like, this is a nice car. I probably should buy one of these. This is a really nice car. I feel like... I'm going to be honest. The problem is Nick's cars suck. I do. I think that they're so... it's like, I hardly can even notice that they spent a bunch of money on them. What's the difference between that and, like, a fucking Hellcat? I don't know. Like, yeah, it drives a little bit faster. Like, yeah, whatever, right? But, like, it's like, if I'm going to buy an expensive car, bro, like, I'm going to buy, like, a Bentley, a Rolls Royce, a Lamborghini, a Shelby Cobra. I'm not going to buy, like, fucking, like, I don't even know what they have. Like, it's like, what, like, yeah, you're gonna buy some fucking badass shit, man. Like, yeah, not G-Wagon. I wouldn't want a G-Wagon. No shot.
First, a month after making millions from pump and dumps, Ben Phillips suddenly buys his dream car, a, quote, top-of-the-fleet Rolls Royce. A month later, Ben is chartered for a birthday bite with his girlfriend of 3 years. He also can be...
I think that chartering a jet like that is like 10 grand. I'm pretty sure that's how much it is to do that. And so, like, that's not like... It's not like a crazy amount of money. Excuse his car? I think his was pretty... I think his is cooler. Like, I do think his is cooler, but I would probably buy a Rolls Royce or a Bentley or something like that. I would. Like, I don't really care about driving fast. I care about looking cool. You know, that's about it. Yeah, you can't even drive it? Well, it doesn't matter. Like, I mean, bro, like me and Cody, we used to drive cars that we weren't allowed to drive too. Like, Cody was driving...
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
This isn't that.
It's the...
holding SafeMoon, saying it's a good buy.
That's sure, it's like $200.
Selling it. He talked a lot during his pump and dump days about responsible versus irresponsible whales. He compares himself to a responsible one, someone who owns a lot of the token and isn't going to sell it suddenly. He contrasts this with irresponsible whales
that much?
who sell suddenly. He says these people, they deserve the worst. In fact, on July 30th, 2021, when SafeMoon dipped, Ben said, "Fucking irresponsible whale. I hope you get hit by a bus." Now, lucky.
It's just like, it's so, it has more holes in it than your shirt. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, if somebody gave me a Balenciaga shirt or like a Gucci shirt, I'd probably wear it. Like, but only if it felt good. Like, I don't want to wear it because, like, if like I don't like having text on the front because it irritates my chest. I don't like it. So it's like if it's a nice shirt and it you know, it's got good.
The battle begins.
Don't have text in front. Actual man-child? It's the opposite, actually. It's because I have chest hair and it irritates my chest hair. That's the opposite.
For Bin, his wish wouldn't come true because, of course, it turns out Bin was a irresponsible whale the exact month he was complaining about. In the month of July, when he tweeted this, he was selling over $1 million of
That's a lot of money.
Just these actions to the proper authorities, and you're welcome to look through the transaction data yourself, linked below. Everyone is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, and all of this is allegation.
It's like he was building up, like about this stuff at all, because I think that the people that buy into it are fucking people, and you're gonna give him money, you're gonna invest your money into what he tells you to like, how can you be so fucking stupid?
Radiant structures are fortified.
Nobody deserves anything in life. There's no deserve. Deserve implies there's a universal ordering of things like that. However, I think what happens is that if you're dumb and you're not discerning with what you do, people take advantage of that. And there's a good But that's probably not going to get your money back. That's not going to get your time back. That's not going to get your emotions back. You're never getting it. Best case scenario for these people is Ben goes to jail. They're probably not getting their money from Satan. They're not, and even if they do get their money back, they're probably not going to get it like not.
Plan B it is. Hunt down
Never
the
read
Your middle tower is under attack.
It's not a tangible thing. You get taken advantage of? No, but they will. That's why you got to be smart.
This is beautiful.
Yep. This is the real ball.
Bulders.
Gives you perspective. You know, they're not all bad.
What? You mean people?
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
There are good people out there. No. I'm just saying. You can't lose sight of the bigger picture.
I appreciate what you're trying to do here. You know, if you don't mind, I think I'm just gonna stay here a while.
Stay as long as you like, but I gotta go back and serve the good people of this city some ice-cold drinks.
That's cute.
Raptor stop.
I was gonna watch this video that says how World of Warcraft almost ruined my life. I want to talk a little about the video I go. Actually, I want to watch the HQ one first, okay? Yeah, I want to watch the first, and then we'll probably watch that. Okay, Rex. Yeah. We got to get that one too. There's a lot of these. Okay? Don't worry about all of them.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Flat Earth too, actually. So yeah, I mean, here's how I see it, right? Disagree with that? Deserves a probably positive effect. Someone who assaults another person typically deserves a punishment. According to you, I agree with you. But there's no, like, the only laws...
Your bottom tower is under attack. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower has fallen.
They don't think it's okay. No, I didn't say it's okay, but I think it's important to acknowledge that the way that you look at things and the way that you view what's okay and not okay in the world is a social construct and not actually.
Your middle tower is under attack.
What not is innocent murder is okay? Like, that's just, what do you, like, were you fucking stupid? Like, that's the kind of stuff I see all the time.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Purposely but, like, that's all I'm really
Radiant
trying to say.
structures are
And,
fortified.
what's this here? People themselves.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Right, yes, exactly. That's where things go out of control. That's where
Your middle tower has fallen.
I had nothing. That's one. I think that people who is money are just hard. Well, yes. There are a lot of
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
These are people that believe in it, and they're not trying to do anything bad. However, I think that all of that goes out the window whenever you have specific cryptocurrency cryptocurrency that they own, that they have a vested interest in it going well. That is what's worrisome for me. Yeah, that's what the difference is. Yeah, don't buy this kind of stuff. Something may not be deserved, but it's okay. It still happens. Yeah, exactly. And so, like, I think that it's very silly to not to not keep that in mind. But yeah, it's like I don't really care. It's like deserve or not deserve. This just simply is. If you're stupid, people are gonna trick you and steal your money. That's what happens. That's what happens. Like, people are gonna trick you. They're gonna steal your money. They're gonna take advantage of you your whole life. And you can go and sit in your little hole and tell yourself and keep getting taken advantage of, and then blame the world and say somebody needs to take accountability for me. Somebody needs to punish these people. But the fact is that there's never a punishment that's going to get your life back. There's never a punishment that's going to get your time back. You can't get a lot of these things back because they're not tangible in the first place. So the whole idea around this is that this can never be reconciled by any government organization. You have to take accountability for yourself. And if you don't do that, nobody else truly can. Nobody else truly can do that. Like,
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Right. They're all bots.
Stop being a fucking moron. Think for yourself. Question what you're doing. And don't just immediately buy into something because you want it to be true. That's all there is to it. It's literally a trade. It's a con for a reason. And master the art of deception like a magician. It's up to you to decipher the objective or trick to figure it out. Exactly. And you can say that, oh, that's not how it should be. Oh, but it shouldn't be like that. That's not how the world should be. That's not how things should be.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
They think that's it's so delusional. Sections of everything, people impulse buy without researching anything. Yeah, they're stupid. Let's watch this.
Curious as to what he's going to say. Now, as I say, this has been a question, but the bigger question, I believe, is what actually is the gameplay of Earth 2 going to be? Because there's just certain aspects.
Let me zoom all the way back.
It's been a while since we've done a reaction type video like this, and I figured, why not talk about have any 3D gameplay yet. And this is the guy who sets the expectations, who sets the design. So I'm curious as to what he's going to say. Now, as I say, this has been a question of being going to be, because there's just certain aspects of this that don't make a lot of sense. I struggle to think of many aspects of
know how I know that Earth is going to be half-assed? He hasn't even pulled off the packaging plastic for his monitor. Look at that. He can't even pull off the packaging plastic for his own monitor. And you expect this clown is going to be able to recreate the entire planet? Look, it's literally right there. I mean, come on. Like, how do you not see this?
Open mind. I know people are not going to believe me when I say that, but let's try our best.
All right, here we go.
A common question that comes up is that why isn't there any 3D gameplay on Earth 2 yet, and when
I wonder why.
So a lot of people are curious about this, and I thought I'd just like to share.
I would just like to say, if you're putting money into something like this that's supposed to be doing something on an unprecedented scale and technological evolution is what they've said it's going to be, when you don't know when the gameplay is going to be out or even what the gameplay is going to be, It seems like a pretty poor investment in my eyes.
Some thoughts with you on
Of course it is.
why there isn't any 3D gameplay as yet, and also a little bit of background and history on how we got to this stage. I'll try to make this brief. Now, there's no 3D gameplay yet on Earth 2 because Earth 2 is a little bit different from your average game. We set out to create a...
In the way that it is not currently a game, where most average games are a game. And usually what a game does is it says, we're going to make, even when somebody sells one a crowdfund, by the way, or a Kickstarter, or on a Supreme Early Access on Steam, they say this is what the game is, this is what the game will be, X amount of money. But 2 just said the most vague, ridiculous things in the world. This will be Red Dead Redemption level graphics.
Of course they say vague things, because the more vague you are with something, the more you allow the person's imagination to fill in the cracks and fill those cracks in with the things that you want to, but with that they want to believe. Like, that's why it's so important. Like, for example, that's why political slogans are intentionally vague. Make America great again.
Populate meaningfully every zone in that game with how big that is. So how are you going to populate something that is infinitely bigger than
These are things that are really great ideas if you don't think about them. That's what it comes down to. These things are great ideas if you don't think about them. And that's what they want you to do. They keep you in the mindset of, they tell you, oh, we're thinking big picture. We're thinking big picture. Of course you're thinking big picture, because the moment that you try to look at any individual smaller picture, you realize it's fucked up. It's that simple. Yeah, and also, like, it tricks people into thinking, oh, we're thinking big picture because we're smart, because we're this kind of person that, like, I'm able to, like, think on a larger scale than other people. So it plays into people's intelligence. Making people feel smart is probably one of the best ways to scam people. It is so good because, like, basically it's easier to convince somebody. It's easier to scam somebody than it is to convince them that they've been scammed. People never want to have their intelligence play on their ego.
Play games understand that that's just, it doesn't do anything for you, because you would need every human on the planet to play the game for it to feel populated. Yeah. Which is just like, that's ridiculous.
One-to-one replication of the actual planet Earth, which is very difficult to achieve in itself, especially if you're going to have it load and perform in a performant way where it's going to stream places of the Earth very quickly.
Why would anybody want this?
So for us, this was really the first goal. This was the first thing that we needed to achieve before we could even look at 3D gameplay. And as many...
That seems like you're doing, like, everything the wrong way.
Your top tower is under attack.
Compartmentalizes the game. So what that means is that if you don't talk about gameplay, people can think that the Earth 2 existence is something that transcends a video game, and it, again, plays on their imagination. They're thinking about something, yeah, keep it broad, keep it as broad as absolutely possible. You add in gameplay, and it's like, wait a second, okay, now you've added framework in which people perceive the game. Things like this and ideas like this only work whenever they exist in the most abstract form. And so if you take it away, if you put gameplay into it, then it becomes less abstract. And that's why they're not doing it.
meaningful gameplay elements to the game. Just saying, oh, this is going to be the size of planet Earth, like,
yeah,
immediately you'd have to ask the question, why? Why is it going to be that big? What is it
Your top tower is under attack.
what an actual game developer would do.
Your top tower is under attack.
Doesn't do anything for anybody.
We're only 16 months old. We're not even a year and a half into this. And we have a much more ambitious project than a lot of other games. Many of these...
How is that a good thing? Like, how is it a good thing that you're more ambitious if you have nothing to show for it? Like, I don't understand. Like, it's...
Many other games take many
Why?
years to release even an alpha. So putting things into perspective, it's no surprise that we haven't launched any 3D gameplay yet. This is a long-term project. Everybody's known this from the beginning. And I guess our stance on this is that we don't see a problem with laying foundations now for technology that can and will exist in the future.
See, technology that can and will exist in the future. Again, very strong focus on abstracts. These are all abstract ideas that exist. It's like in the future, in the long term, this is what's going to matter. And these ideas are so powerful and so strong in the abstract because people think, oh, well, technology that exists in the future. You know what people are going to think about? Oh, like the internet. You know, oh, man, like, am I investing in the new internet? Yeah, but you can't tell them that because then even telling them that is compartmentalizing it. So you keep it as abstract as possible, vague, lacking specifics. Yes, of course.
Hardware technology is almost doubling in
I love watching these scam videos. I love these so much.
So there's no problem with us laying the foundation now and building tech that's going to be relevant and can be used with future hardware. It's quite...
Tech that can be relevant and be used with future hardware. Do you know what that means? That's right. I don't either. No one does. Neither does he. Yep, there we go. Yeah, you have no idea. Again, this is it's the future, right? It's an abstract.
Perceptive of us, I believe, to be building this now. And I love that we're sharing this
building
journey
it now.
with people who
get in early,
share that same vision and realize this. So before we're able to release...
Again, I have to echo the same sentiment. What good is doing like a technological feat if there is nothing to go along with it? It like for multiple years. I've personally, and maybe this is my fault, someone will have to let me know in the comments, I'm sure they will. I've never actually gotten a straight answer on what the minute-to-minute gameplay of Earth 2 is going to be, other than this ridiculously vague, oh, you know, it'll be a sim game where you're building things and building an economy,
that's what it's
and then people can participate in the economy. Like, that tells me nothing. That you could literally apply that to like 7 different genres of games, and you'd be no closer to knowing which game genre.
It doesn't. You have no fucking idea what it's about. It's going to be a game, and there's going to be gameplay where you control a character and you move around, and there are going to be other people there. Oh, well, all right. Well, that settles it then. I'm sold. Where do I put my money?
It's going to be everything. It's like, you do know the resources required to do that. Like, I don't care how ambitious and good you think you are. You're not that good. Your ambitions are going to turn to failure if that's what you're actually aiming to do. And it's just going to turn into like another Star Citizen situation, only they actually released some...
Bro, Nick was actually trying to get me to play Star Citizen the other day. Like, I can't believe that, man. Like, he actually was trying to get me to play a game because we were at the office, and he was like, man, like, wouldn't it be cool? Like, he's like, you know, have you ever thought about playing Star Citizen? And I'm like, I don't know. Don't ships cost like $30,000? He's like, no, some of them are only $800. And I'm like, man, I don't know if I want to do that or not, man. Like, oh my God.
Something, and I don't think Earth 2 will.
any type of 3D gameplay, we first need to get our platform in shape and ready. We have to set that foundation, and that is the difficult part. It has been the difficult part. We've had very talented developers working on this solution. You guys will get to see some of that in action on the video that we released this weekend, but it's still a work in progress, and we are still committed though to making sure that we get version 1 out this year so people can actually see how it works and experience it firsthand. So we are committed to doing that.
This is the worst thing for them to do. Like, let me give you advice, Mr. Beardy Boy. Never release the product. Never release it. Because the moment that you release it, never deliver. Because if you show people a beta, again, you allow, you get the, what's this here? The Josh video on Shane mauling at critics? I think I did. Yes, I'm pretty sure I did. And they can actually see it. You make it tangible, and then people will see to themselves, wait a minute, this is not actually as good as it really was supposed to be. It's the same thing with Duke Nukem Forever. People were really hyped up about that until they actually saw the gameplay. And that is the, yes, nefarious but true advice. Exactly. Like, never let them play the game. Never let them play it. Because if you do that, it's dead. It's immediately dead, because let's be honest, the game's gonna suck. Beardy Boy, you know this, I know this, we all know it. The game's gonna be fucking garbage, so just keep stringing them along for as long as you can. Think about it, like, change your perspective of the way that you view developing this game. Look at viewing developing this game as trying to extend a TV show for as long as possible. Think of it as kind of a running circus act of how long can you keep the audience engaged before they lose interest. That's what you should do. Never actually show the game. That's like getting high on your own supply. He's gonna believe it himself. That's why Ben got away with $12 million. Ben never believed in Safe Moon. He just kept fucking stealing the money. And that's why he's flying to Scotland on a private jet. Never get high on your own supply. Believed his own opium.
To guess what that
Ben's a
what
smart guy.
That is, you're gonna have some, like, you're gonna be able to open the Earth 2 client and just like fly around on Earth.
3D gameplay will come. It will come after that. There's no point in us
your turn to ban.
3D gameplay.
5 seconds remaining.
Based on the entire 1-to-1 scale replication of the planet Earth.
Right.
If we did that, it's kind of like a catch-22. We'll get called out by the people who critique the project representation of the planet Earth.
But that's a rod you made for your own back, because when Earth 2 began, nobody forced you to call it Earth 2. Nobody forced you to say it would be a one-to-one replication of the planet Earth. That is something you did. So then to turn around and say, oh, we can't actually do any gameplay yet because we haven't replicated Earth fully, like, that's your problem that you made. I don't understand why that's
10 seconds remaining.
He's blaming other people.
It still makes sense for us to ensure
5
that
seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
And this is the reason why we haven't been able to introduce 3D gameplay yet, because we needed to get our platform for the entire planet Earth ready perfectly. And it's not just like a one-to-one representation of the planet Earth. It's also making sure that the tiles, the land that people have purchased,
10 seconds remaining.
That's the focus.
Inside of that world. It's making sure that, like,
5 seconds remaining.
The world, that we have the maths operating correctly without you see the world as a whole, and come in and slowly adjust to the correct.
This is such a bad sales. This is awful. Like, this is so terrible. Like, what he should have done here is, no, Google Earth, yeah. No, the thing is, what he's doing right now is this is actually a pretty good technique. Is what he's doing. I am the messenger of those gone by. Appeal to people's intelligence and say, well, you're smart, you understand how these things work, and you would understand, like, why it
prepare for
3D.
battle.
But what he should have done more of is he's stumbling over his words. He's not explaining himself the right way. He should have used much more tech terms. Should have used much more like technological and like specific development
30
terms
seconds
that
to
an average
battle.
person wouldn't understand. Because a stupid person is going to hear that and then immediately think, oh wow, well yeah, that makes sense, because they have an idea of what it really means without actually fully understanding it. Yes, yeah, use esoteric or obfuscative knowledge, exactly. Like, he should have done this. Like, he's such a dumb, like, this guy's such an idiot. Like, next time, listen, DM me, I want half of the profits for Earth 2.
The battle
and
begins.
I'll help you make this a better scam than you would have ever dreamed of. Because you have no idea what you're doing. I speak for the shades. You're running it into the ground.
Balance of how the Earth 2 digital land platform is designed. So there's a...
He just said that sentence, and I know he was trying to think of what he was gonna say as he was saying it because of how slowly he started talking. But that made fuck all sense to me. Absolutely not.
Exactly.
Fantastic, I guess. I'm sure that's something that a lot of people are going to care about, that when you zoom into the planet in a game you don't have any gameplay in, that you can see the tiles and the world looks...
That was the whole point.
Like, I don't know. I don't know why this means anything to anybody. I honestly don't.
There's a lot of work involved in the solution that we're creating, and that's why it's taken a little bit of time before we can... As the shades direct! Gameplay. I'm a gamer. I want clear gameplay. In fact, there's a going up. Strike! In every game that I played, I always wanted to go to that place in the background. You couldn't get to it. The place where...
Bro, that shit was the most fun in Halo.
Very appealing. So I still remember as an adult,
he's like, I'm one of you.
Breath of the Wild, when that demo was shown by Nintendo.
Yeah.
Open world feel.
You're over the hill.
D9.
That just excited me beyond everything.
Hey, go!
I'm so excited to be able to play that. So
I hear and obey.
I guess for me, that was one of the big driving forces. This open world, same size as planet Earth, where you can just keep traveling and finding.
You see how he stops himself? Whenever you can go and you can do things, travel to different areas, and he was going to start to explain it more, but he stopped himself. That's smart. That's smart. Do things. Yeah. That's exciting. I feel like he's going to beat all Breath of the Wild. I have no doubt that this guy is probably a gamer. This is not like his gamer card is not being pulled right now.
The spirit moves me.
You can do things. If you have to own land to interact with that land, not being able to go to the place other than to go look.
I accept your guidance.
Right? Because if you let people just show up and just start fucking around with the land that you own,
Mark your death.
PvP games have like actual time.
Actually true.
Wow. I hear. Attack!
Working or whatever, not on whatever.
Okay,
in the future, you're at work, then somebody can use but on Earth 2, like, you have to own the piece of land before you can
Your
do it.
middle
So
tower
what
is
the
under
point of
attack.
having somewhere to just look at flash. This is a land that I could have literally gone on Google Maps, zoomed in, and looked at in the exact same way. It just seems like it doesn't add anything meaningful to the game, which is one of these things that they don't seem to get because they're not core gamers. Like the whole audience for Earth 2, I've not spoke to anyone in the Earth 2 community that has been like, yeah, I'm just a gamer that plays games all the time, just love games. They're all just like...
The people that are doing the investments into Earth 2 are, I think, the same people that do investments into NFTs. they're treating it as a speculative asset. They are investing money in it now in the hope that in the future it is worth more money. That's what they're doing. This is an investment for them. That's what their goal is. It's FOMO. Yeah, they don't want to be the person who didn't do it. They don't want to be the person who's not going to make it. They're going to be the person who did make it, and they're going to make it so hard they spend $1,000 on Earth 2 because there's no way something popular and cool is going to happen, and I'm not going to be able to take advantage of it because I'm smart. Yeah, that's what it is. It's trying to be smart. I'll be right back. We'll take a
I accept your guidance.
Denied.
Yes. The spirit moves me. Shades, guide me. As the shades direct. I hear and obey. You are heard.
Your top tower is under attack.
Mosso Atticano.
Your top tower is under attack.
Granted. Of course. I accept.
Your top tower is under attack. Your top tower has fallen.
There we go. One man? No.
I fight.
All the people that want to speculate on, oh, we missed Decentraland, we missed the sandbox, we missed, Bitcoin when it first started.
Exactly.
I think this is going to be the next best thing.
There
so
it
we're going
is.
to put money into it and it's going to be amazing.
Your middle tower is under attack.
For it to be amazing. Because nothing can survive that is supposed to be a game if the only people that play it, play it, because they won't do, by the way.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Because you're going to need players.
This is what happened with Beanie Babies back in the 90s and the 2000s. Is that but there was
your middle tower is under attack.
It's just artificial being created by other people that are expecting artificial. Did it work though?
We craft the platform to generate money for investors. Otherwise, you're buying into nothing. It doesn't do anything.
The spirit moves me.
So it doesn't make sense. None of this has ever made sense to me because at least the other ones had like very early and talked about what the game was.
My stomach.
Find things, you can find loot, but you always want to create that next world and see what's there. You create that next world and see what's in that one.
But you won't have that because it's just Earth 2.
Yeah, it's Earth 2, not Earth 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into infinity, right?
Like,
it's the same
this
thing.
is not a fantasy world. Like, it's a known quantity. We know what's on the planet
my
Earth
God.
at this point.
Earth 2, it's just going to be this massive open world, and people will really start to understand how big that world is, I think, once they are able to dive in and just...
You ever heard that saying?
That's exactly right. They will totally understand how big that world is, and they will understand the game once they're able to start playing it, which is exactly why you should make it to where they can never play it. Because as soon as they see the gameplay, I can guarantee you, this is what's going to happen with Earth 2, is that eventually there will be gameplay, and the moment that the gameplay comes out, it will be so fucking garbage and bad that the value of everything surrounding it will go into the shitter. That's exactly what they will do. No, it's because these people believe their own bullshit.
Wide as an ocean and as deep as a fucking puddle.
Yeah.
That's Earth 2 from how he's explaining it. Great, you can fly around the world and look at the planet. can already do that. You can do that in Microsoft Flight Sim.
What if
and
it's
that has a
actually
game
good?
attached to it. And
that'd be
interacting with the
cool.
actual underlying ground on the planet does fuck all for anybody.
Experience it firsthand. So I can't wait for that to come this year, just so people actually gauge how big this thing is
It's gonna be
and
crazy.
how amazing it's going to be. But
Yeah,
again,
true.
3D gameplay, we couldn't release anything until we actually have the foundation and the platform right. And having said
Makes
that,
sense, to be fair.
like when we launched Earth 2, we had an opportunity where we could just shut things down and say, okay, 1-2 years later, you guys will see the next thing. You'll see the next part.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to experience this gameplay in 3D from the beginning. But I didn't want to do that. I wanted to have the people who, believed in the project, who supported us, the people who got in early. I wanted to start releasing small parts of the gameplay that are going to then be relevant in the 3D world at a later stage.
Well, exactly, and that's what it is, right? Because that's the FOMO, is you release this now, and people are able to purchase part of it, and they're able to get some of it now, and that way they have it later on in this arbitrary point in the future. Yeah, you're stringing them along. It's that simple. It makes perfect fucking sense. Yeah, early access in a nutshell. Yes, there you go.
So
prepare for battle.
Early, they do get these benefits for playing it. Yes, it's web. Yes, it's 2D. But, Jewels, Essence, all of these things, the resources that are coming soon, all of these things are going to be...
Sorry, I can't play with Win and I've never played with it.
30 seconds to battle.
Have a care. Capturing these things and playing the game in 2D as it stands.
By the way, all the things you just mentioned require you to
Oh, bro,
spend
you
money.
have to do it now. Get in now. You've got to be doing it now in 2D because whenever 3D comes out, they're going to be worth a lot. You've got to do it now. Come on. You got to, come on. You don't want to be the guy that didn't do it, did you? You want to be the guy, you want to make it, right? Come on.
To interact with.
Oh
There is
my
no
God.
free
The
element to
battle
this whatsoever.
begins.
The gameplay that you're talking about, if you
Let them all fall still beneath my
and then you log
shadow.
on and press a button that says collect. Press a button that says collect. Congratulations, you've collected your resources. What can you do with it? Fuck all. But you've collected your resources. That's not gameplay.
Oh my God.
That is...
How
I wouldn't even know what to call that. That's gameplay. There is no game there. You are literally just spending money to gather things that don't do anything. So I don't know why this is like a consolation prize.
Yeah, it's about right.
You could have had a game that you would do something with, and we could have just built the game. There
you go.
Around it. Actually, made sense. This is the thing, right? This has always been the thing with Kickstarter, crowdfunding, whatever else. And
Cold winds carry me.
Play to earn Sphere. This is why it's
What vibrant can resist
why I
such?
follow Kickstarters and early access games.
I want to read this. This is a quote from their website. We reserve the right in the future to convert your holding of virtual land or any equivalent credits held in the Earth 2 platform to an equivalent value of a cryptocurrency that we may create in the future. Any conversion would be conducted at a valuation reasonably determined by us. So, oh my God! Like, how is this? How are they doing? Like, how are you giving this money? Like, how can you be so fucking stupid? Like, this is astonishing. And it's like, this guy isn't even that great of a scammer. He's fucking constantly. He keeps breathing life into the controversies. He keeps responding to them and perpetuating them. How can he be so fucking stupid? It's like one of those like comedy skits where the guy like falls down and he's tripping and like everybody thinks he's like dancing and they think he's really impressive or something like that. Like he's accidentally doing this and people keep buying it. How is it even? I don't even understand this.
Understood.
If I'm gonna invest $1,000, I expect to get some.
It doesn't matter how impressive it is.
Arctic burn.
Play it. In fact, the game could be made by Activision, Blizzard. It could be made by
Absolutely. Just 1 second. People say, "Oh, I'm sorry." Here's the difference.
If I spend $100 in Lost Ark, there is a 0% chance that I will
In a frozen blast.
a return on my money. There is a 0% chance I will receive a return. Like, I am never going to get my money back. I am never going to get anything out of this. The difference between Lost Ark and a game like this is that people are playing this game in the hopes that they will make money out of it. There is no hope or no expectation or not even a possibility of a reality that I will make money off of spending money in Lost Ark. Every dollar that I spend on Lost Ark is me taking it and lighting it on fire. These people think that they're going to make money. That's the difference.
That seems
the biggest company in the world, and this is the core guiding principle. If the game isn't fun, nobody gives a fuck. It will be. So the longer you take to build something and how impressive it is, makes absolutely no difference to the end result. Is game fun? Then move on. And that's the problem with so many of these speculative games.
Fly before me.
They don't have any gameplay. They most of the time don't even know what the gameplay is going to be. They can't tell you what the gameplay is going to be.
My own
Oh, really? They don't know? Oh, it's such a... They do know what the gameplay is going to be, and that's why they're not showing you.
Yes, John.
Like, I don't understand how anybody would not... How can people not... How do people not see it? I don't understand it. It's like, how is this even... I don't even know what this is. You can make money in CSGO. No difference. Oh no! If you still don't understand what my point was, you're an idiot. I'm not going to try to explain it any further.
So long as what sounds good at the end of the day, you know, it means absolutely nothing. Because even if they turned around and said, we have Red Dead Redemption 2 graphics now, look at it, we have this open world, unless you've got some accompanying gameplay with it that makes it actually good, nobody cares, bro. All the speculative investment in the world will make no difference whatsoever. That's just a straight, plain fact, and anyone who disagrees with that, why would anybody play this? Like, answer me that. Why would anybody play this? A game that...
I don't understand why anybody does anything. Like, I really don't understand it. Like, it's the same thing with, like, playing slots. Like, I would do it for, like, content or because it's funny, right? Buy a lottery ticket.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Like, you know, it's a but, like, actually doing it seriously. Way to look at
Your bottom tower is falling.
It doesn't matter how much you started
on a cold gust.
If you play it long enough, that money will
Your
be
bottom
you.
tower is under attack.
I'm under attack.
Doesn't matter if
The sweep of my wyvern's wisdom is not
that amount
to be
will reach
questioned.
0 if you
I'm
play
in
enough time. And that's the fact. Keep that in mind.
Costs real money and basically won't respect your time whatsoever because of that element of costing real money and that tiered system that you're designed into, when you could go and play something free or for like $2 on Steam that has 16 big graphics.
Wait, somebody... Wait a minute, wait. Nope, wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute. Everybody, stop for a second. Stop for a second. We gotta talk about this. Okay, all right. You said you don't agree with that statement. We're gonna pull it up. Let's make things exciting. So you said right there, I can't agree with that statement. Why not?
Young in a dragon's age.
Why not? Why can't you agree?
Have patience, Jim.
Yep, let's go, come on. Even as Avatar says why. Yeah, no, it's fine. All right, let's hear. Lucky is a factor.
I know the way to
Your
go.
middle tower is under attack.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I just like I'm down I'm down bad on such a level that I don't even know how to respond. I don't even know what to say. So what happens if you get unlucky after you get lucky?
Your middle tower is under attack.
Right? Because like, so if you got lucky, if getting lucky
Understood.
happens 49% of the time, and getting unlucky happens 51%.
Freeze where you are.
And if you do it long enough, the not lucky would happen more. Wouldn't that make sense?
Watch yourself.
Like, mathematically, everyone's right. Yeah, I know. No! Who gifted him a sub?
Attack.
God damn it, now I can't ban him! Fuck!
They wouldn't give it zero value unless you can actually.
You know
I'm telling you now, guys. People have been trying to make MMOs.
Your top tower is under
which are on
attack.
a drastically smaller scale.
Trouble yourself now.
Some of the biggest companies in the world have tried to make these games.
Your
and
top
you know
tower
what?
is under
Most
attack.
Of them fail. Most of them don't. Final Fantasy
Your
14,
top
most of them
tower
don't.
has fallen. The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Fade into complete
Freeze where you are.
The fact that you think you can do better without even having a plan to originate the project.
5 subs, appreciate that.
Nah, bro. That's why all these things.
Do you want to know what I think? I see so many people still in chat saying, but what if they get lucky? But what if they get lucky? Oh, man. It's so narcissistic.
Very well.
It's so narcissistic to believe that this is, like, this is why I think you need to teach statistics in high school. Get rid of
Your middle
Algebra
tower
2
is under
and
attack.
teach
Dire's structures are fortified.
Like that's what they need to do. Because they did it in my school, I'll tell you that. That they did it in my school. Common sense. They're the They're special, and so they're gonna get lucky because they're a lucky person and they're special. That's all there is to it. Jesus.
Just ridiculous to me. It's not even.
Enemy's top tower has fallen. Dire's structures are fortified.
The premise that you're going to invest in something
Yes,
that you have
A coldness grows in my breast.
So if I flip
Delicious.
a coin,
That seems wise.
if I flip a coin and it lands on heads the first time, and I tell you the coin always lands on heads, you're gonna think I'm a fucking idiot, right? Do you see what I'm saying? You're gonna think I'm a fucking idiot? Well, this is the same thing. So I'm like, I am, because it's so crazy.
Slightly.
When you understand the fact that
Not yet.
on most games last
Wonderful.
and you're going to invest tens of thousands of dollars on this one.
Yes.
The one that lasts investment. You don't know games if that's your interpretation of what's going on. You just absolutely don't, and therefore you're making a very poor decision because you're investing in something you fundamentally do not understand.
You guys are heroes. This is big 3D world. So
I can't think of anything more heroic than playing a video game.
Understood.
You know, firefighters, EMS, first responders. Nope. I'm talking about the people, the gamers in Earth 2. Those are the real heroes, boys.
I wanted to provide that to the players, provide that instead of providing nothing, I wanted to provide something that's leading up to this 3D
provided
world.
pretty much nothing.
And yeah, I just thought I'd share some of my thoughts here. I thought
Look at
my
it.
screen went thingo. I
Look
thought
at
I'd just
it
share
again.
some of my. I just thought I'd share some of my
This is
thoughts
Earth
here for
2.
those who would like to listen and just.
And the metaphor, it's just drifting off the screen. It's drifting away. What is it
understand
really?
why we haven't launched any 3D gameplay, because essentially the gameplay that we have had
They have a top 50
Of course,
leaderboard
we
for
get
people who spent
picked
the
on
most
for
money.
not doing
Yeah,
that as well.
of course.
But anyway, hope that makes sense. Take care, keep safe, and I'll talk to you next time.
Do you want to know how it works? Do you want to know why the top 50 leaderboards work?
That's one of them.
I'm under attack.
Is
You know,
we've got to
I
do this
think I
rod
just
that we created
might.
for our own back, because if we don't, we'll get picked on. Like, bro, you've already failed. You have already failed because you're essentially saying that you care much more about what people think about what you're doing than actually doing what would make sense for your business. And
Radiant
your
structures
game. I
are
always have to put
fortified.
it in air quotes because there is no game. I don't think there ever will be a game.
Your
at least
bottom
not one
tower
that
is under attack.
fun to play, and that makes sense. But yeah, there you go. There's Shane Isaac with his why
Have a
doesn't
care.
want to have any 3D gameplay yet. But I would like to see a document that describes exactly what the game's going to be. And if you can't do that,
Your
at this
bottom
stage,
tower is
then
under
I don't know
attack.
why anyone would put any kind of
Better get
faith
back.
in the project. But they released this. This is essentially their tech showcase demo of their terrain engine.
Okay,
which
it looks
is,
like a big
I'm not
green
going to get
dick.
DMC'd for this, but it's essentially just congratulations. You can zoom in and zoom out on a
That's
completely
incredible.
desolate, just empty planet.
I can't wait.
I don't know why anyone would care about this.
I
to
can't
be
wait.
honest. I sincerely don't understand. He's
Oh my
showing you
God.
on Google Maps here that you can zoom in and look at the place and then get the coordinates and zoom in and go to the place on Earth 2, which doesn't really impress me all too much, right? Because what's going to be the point in going to these places? Other than, I guess it would be cool for being a tourist and being like, ooh, that place looks nice. But how thin is that going to wear in time of playing the game? You know, playing
Pretty
the
fucking
game.
thin.
I don't know. This definitely ain't it for me. I understand this tech is probably going to impress some people from Earth 2.
I
but
bet it will.
As I've said, tech means absolutely nothing. You can have the most technically impressive thing in the world. If it doesn't result in meaningful gameplay that keeps people interested, nobody's going to play it. They'll just go play a 16-bit, $3 game on Steam like Vampire Survivor or whatever the fuck that's called instead of playing this
look at that.
and spending hundreds, thousands of dollars on a speculation
Damn.
that maybe one
How
day it'll
about
turn into
that?
something good. But either way, there we go. There's the rant. I do like that Shane's releasing these videos because whether or not I completely disagree with him, because I think it's silly as a premise, it is nice to hear what he's saying about it. And you can obviously then leave him open to be quoted on things later and see what changes and if everything remains the same. Though I do have to say, every time I watch one of these videos from Shane, he uses words to say almost nothing of any kind of substance. It's just basically regurgitating what they've said previously. He doesn't actually give any details whatsoever on any of the things that people should care about. He just basically points to like these videos as if they're supposed to provide any kind of like meaningful details or whatever, which they just don't. They just really don't. But there you go. Thank you very much for watching.
Roshan has fallen to the ring.
Some really awesome videos that are really interesting in the pipeline.
I can't wait to see where this goes. I'm so excited to see what
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
this is gonna be. It's gonna be the gift that keeps on giving. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'll see you in the next
You
one.
gonna invest?
was planning on, I that's a 44-minute video. There's no shot I can watch that right now. I've got a few other ones that I want to watch today too, and then I want to move on and get some shit done in Lost Ark, and then after that play some Vampire Survivors. That's my plan, man. That's what I'm gonna do. There's the video. Go ahead, give it a like, and we're gonna go from there. And thoughts to make your own game via Unreal Engine? I don't want to make my own fucking game. That's a whole lot of work to do, man. Yeah, that's a whole lot. And yeah, let me go back over here. And I'll link it one more time. Check Cywo Twitter. Okay, I guess I can see that. Let me see right here. W-Y-O. All right, S-Y-W. Is it Cywo? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I fucked this thing up. Okay, let me see what this is. Oh, wow. Yeah, that one is pretty bad. I just saw this is it's a person's Lost Ark character.
Discover the new one.
I'm in the way. My old wings beat with youthful strength.
Double kill. Killing spree.
Understood. Understood. Ah, that seems wise.
Your middle barracks are under attack.
I'm coming.
My God, I'm under attack. Have a care.
Who didn't pick up the trickster cloak?
That seems wise.
Someone got a trickster's cloak and didn't pick it up.
Understood. Swiftly. Trouble yourself not.
Going anywhere.
Understood. Yes, child.
My venom, your veins.
You know, I think I just might. Watch for winter.
Your middle barracks are under attack. Your middle barracks has fallen. Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower has fallen.
Watch yourself.
Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower has fallen. Your ancient is under attack.
Why the fuck would you ulti there?
Your ancient is under attack.
Just lost the fucking game.
Your ancient is under attack. Radiant victory.
Wait till you. So.
God, man.
And to the 1k MMR. One shot your way up.
Oh, wow.
Nice. Oh, good. But the big question is, what if you're unable to pay the
Jesus
set
fucking
bonus?
Christ.
Or did you just pay?
I think he gave up.
Yeah. Oh, 2K.
2,000 rating.
Skill-based pushing up.
2,000 rating.
To be a pilot, I mean, dude, like that's actually crazy. If you become like a
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Something's rumbling me guts.
Prepare for battle.
Wait a minute. Hope they're hard of hearing.
Huh. 30 seconds to battle. The battle begins.
Oh, good idea. The blades is sharp, the meat is fresh. What more can you ask? Here I come! I'll do me on that. Forward!
Denied.
Deep breath, boys. What to it? I'm under attack. Meat on the table, yeah. Just put the last of me buttons. Right. What is here? Breathe your last. Oh, yes! Yeah! Right. Smells good to me. Here I come! Oh, yes! Ominous, that is. I meant to do that. Good plan. Our choppers are looking sharp. Coming through. I'll cut in now. You got it. Head now. Pickings coming for dinner. Or something you want. Try to run. Keep an eye on her. Whatever.
Well met, man of me.
Ah.
It is only right that first blood should go to your king.
Good idea. You got it. It's got a mind of its own. Good plan. I'll do this. Right. Keep an eye on her.
That's missing.
Nuts. I'm under attack. Ominous.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I'm under attack. Rowing. Forward.
Your top tower is under attack. Your top tower is under attack.
That's unjust.
I decree
Your top tower has fallen.
That's missing.
Coming through. Every unit heads up. Waiting in. Double damage. Oh, yes. Ah! Aye, aye. Oh, yes! Oops, was that me? Right. Right to it. I feel all tingly. Heading out. What's this here?
There is nothing that can stop this man!
Take a deep breath. Super time. Whatever.
Come on.
This isn't the end. I'm under attack. This tastes good. You come to a bad end.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Regeneration!
Forward! Here I come!
That's all.
I'm under attack! Who's counting? I'm under attack! Coming through!
Enemy's top tower has fallen. Your middle tower is under Enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Good thing I erased my name from that book. Cold embrace. You need to become feast for the flesh flies.
Whatever. Oh, yes. What is here? Oh, good idea. Everywhere I look, sees hooks. Forward! And loose smell the fresh air. Come to that. Underneath the your pants. Oh, yes! Take that, boys! Fresh top!
Coin for me.
Yep. Ominous, that is. I'll do the honors. Keep an eye on her.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Here come!
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Coming through! Yep. It's gonna be Hook Central! Ominous ladies. Whatever. Smell the fresh air.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Yes. Have you seen my right hook?
The enemy's middle barracks has fallen.
Fresh meat. I'm not ready yet. Oops, was that me? Here
The enemy's middle barracks has fallen.
I need a new pair of pants. Walk to it. Something rotten. Carnage.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Oh, yes! Right.
Haste in everything but judgment.
A golden thread.
Just oh, good idea. What's this here? Breathe your life. Is it is nice and sharp?
Your shrine has fallen to the down.
Smell good, Tony. You got it. Here I come. Right. You'll smell the fresh air.
Silence all. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. The enemy's top tower has fallen.
Keep an eye.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Clear the chopping block.
Dire victory.
Yes!